that bottom side. And honestly, I think as we come into this pick and ban, we will have to look towards the Kai'Sa pick, whether this Hecarim gets banned. There's a lot up in the air.
There is a lot to think about here. FPX changing the order, but not changing the bans. They are back on the blue, RNG back on the red. We are going to see what FPX want to prioritize now. They banned the Udyr last time. They decided to see if they can go for this one. This time, they're banning away the Kai'Sa, which does give RNG the toss-up of do you want to give the Hecarim, or do you want to give the Udyr? They actually just ban away the Rel. So this is almost identical to this game one.
You just take the Hecarim. I mean, now you can go look across the other side. The still big support picks are already banned away. I mean, the Alistar, the Rel, maybe you go back towards something like the Leona or the Rakan here, but genuinely, Tristana is now the big pickup for this bottom lane of RNG.
See what they want to do as we go for as much as possible in this AD carry role. And again, looking towards that bot side, Tristana locked in. Do you just kind of look into locking your jungler? The answer is yes. It's going to be Udyr versus Hecarim. The Fast and the Furious coming out here in the jungle once again.
So they are hoping the Xayah here. I kind of get it. I think that's probably your best bet here. But I think that what you probably want to do is look to pair this with something like the Rakan. Make sure you've got a nice dive buddy to go in with the Hecarim. You don't really want to... Okay, I was going to say lock in the picks too early here. This Chase pick has been flexed back and forth over and over throughout this series, but it hasn't found a home. It hasn't found a big win. And we've already seen Xiao, who's happy to just take the Gragas. He'll gracefully lose in the top side and then power home a victory in team fights.
And like they mentioned on the analyst desk, it has been Ming who has been totally fine with taking any support he has been given. He has been fine with the Nautilus. He was fine in game 3 as well. It has been Crisp who hasn't been able to step up. It's been Crisp who's been struggling when this support pool has been pinched.
And now you've got to look and go, okay, well, we're probably going to see that again here, right? Because as RNG on this red side, you get first rotation on your support. It means that then you can ban away supports here. You nullify Crisp already. And that ability we talked about at the very start of game 1 to play through Crisp, Doomby, and Tien is just completely gone now.
Well, the Twisted Fate going to be the final ban here for RNG. Again, something that has that global pressure, something that has been banned continuously in this series. It is 4 for 4 bans alongside the Lucian, the Alistar, the Tahm Kench, and the Thresh. Final ban is going to be that Nautilus. Now, where do you go if you're RNG for your support pick? Bearing in mind, that Gragas could also still be support.
It looks like that is going to be the case. They're basically calling out Doomby here saying, hey, look, you're probably going to go towards the Victor here. Maybe you go back towards the Akali that we saw in the last game. We're not overly worried. This would be a nice adaptation, though. If you take the Rise, you can then double down on this pressure topside for Nuggery and make sure that you're able to actually get the ball rolling, play through side lanes, and turn that around on RNG that we saw from them in game 2 of the day.
Well, Chris back on the Galio. He did have it in game 1 when we saw these very similar bans coming out. And now we're going to see maybe something different here from RNG. Could go for the set support. It has been something that a lot of teams in the LPL did favor, but that was a very long time ago.
I have an idea in my head.
Uh-oh. Well, are you going to wait till this is long? Okay, now, tell me your idea.
Where's the Orianna going? Because we have seen Xiao take the Orianna top before.
Oh.
And I'm wondering if in this situation, they take the set into the mid lane. But it looks like I've been drinking way too much of the RNG stuff. I'm just like, I'm
Put the
done.
Kool-Aid down. Put the Kool-Aid down as we wait to see now how these picks. We are waiting to see now if they're able to kind of go for them. There is a current bug right now where sometimes it does mess up. You can't actually trade with certain people and certain champions, but we will wait and see. I don't see a reason why you would try and change such a tried and tested method as the Gragas AP top and of course the Orianna into the mid lane. We got a couple of seconds. To anyone who does not know, you have until 20 seconds on the timer to make your swaps.
I'm gonna just talk about it as is, because it looks like it is just going to be a very strong front to back sort of team fight coming through from RNG, with the set being able to provide that big engage tool, and especially when you look towards the Hecarim, being able to get him back out of the fights, make sure that he's going to be okay, and still having a reasonably strong time against this Galio on the bottom side, I think works super well. A lot of the times when you go towards these super heavy engage supports like the Gragas, the Leonas, and this sort of stuff, Galio does really well because he's able to lock you down. This situation though, Set is able to take the beating and turn it right back with the haymaker, so giving a strong bot lane over towards RNG.
Well, RNG, the bot lane has been kind of the early action as such. That's where they've been getting those early advantages that kind of quelled FPX's momentum, that have stopped them from running rampant around the map and, you know, forcing the likes of, you know, Tien and Nuguri to look towards that bot lane to stop the fires. But for FPX, you've got the solo lanes, you've got the Hecarim, which is the important thing here, and you've got yourself one opportunity to win a game to send us to Game 5. The crowd is ready. They want Game 5. I want Game 5. And all you beautiful people at home want Game 5 as well. As we jump onto the Rift and check where these junglers are going to start. Because we've talked about it a couple of times. We've seen Tien go Dragon side to top side pretty much exclusively.
Yeah, I mean,
does he try change something out?
It's been pretty much him the entire time, moving from bot in towards that top to support Nuguri, and I really don't see it being any different here. I think when you've got this Jace pick, you need to be able to support it, but I want to see them triple down on top side. As FPX, your win condition right now is to just pile drive through Xiaohu. Whatever the hell you need to do, you get towards top side with the Realm Warp, with Tien, you dive over and over again and make sure that you're able to set up Nuguri for success. Otherwise, RNG are just going to be able to play out this slow early game where they end up just beating you out with superior team fighting compositions in the later portion of the game.
It's a quick one to notice. It was very impactful in Game 3. The summoner spells for the AD carries. It is a cleanse for Gala, and it is a heal for LWX. So versus, of course, you have got the Ignite for Ming and the Exhaust for Crisp. So the side of FPX are very much aware that they could get jumped on. They need to be able to survive.
I'm a bit worried about this bottom side of the map, though, because I feel like when I look towards Gala and Ming, I'm still looking at this very heavy pushing bot side. You're giving a lot of control towards Wei. And again, they can start to turn this in towards Dragons. If you go for these plays as Doomby in the top side of the map, you are gifting over full control bot side. And when I see Tristana, I always have to remind myself how good the turret taking is from this champion. Especially, like, even if you look over in Europe, they're willing to put, or even at the LCS finals, where you can, you know, put that Tristana in the top lane, nullify the advantages that bot lane turret taking is supposed to have because she's so strong. So if you end up putting all your eggs in the RNG bot lane basket, it can really pay dividends here as long as Xiaohu can stay safe in the top lane.
That's the key, though, isn't it? Xiaohu still needs to be relevant. Xiaohu still needs to be able to have an impact. And something with the Gragas that doesn't really need that many funds does end up lending itself to kind of saying, like you said, RNG, they're going towards the bot lane basket, as we see both supports flex. Yeah. They both just flexed, and they were just like, all right, I'll see you later.
Yeah, that could have been something. That could have been it.
You never know. You know, keep yourself on your toes. But yeah, and like, that's the thing right now, is that, like, you know, we saw in Game 1, Gala got all the resources, wasn't able to carry. We've seen it in Game 2 and 3. More so in Game 3, he was definitely able to carry. So the options are there for RNG, and it's great to see, because talk about the start of the day, you know, Frostgurn was kind of saying, like, you know, RNG, as of right now, from the information we had been given by them, they only really showed one style, one kind of, you know, setup for themselves. They are proving that they have got a little bit more in the tank as they move forward throughout this finals.
I'm looking at Tien here. Doomby has just reset the TP mid. Cryin could reset and actually look to match this TP into topside to keep Xiaohu safe, but it might be too late.
Might be. The flash is there. Flash is good. They are going to have to back away. Tien taking a lot of hurt here. He's going to have to run away from Wei. Flash, Bear, slap into the Phoenix, but he's getting knocked back. They're trying to keep him alive, but it's just not possible. Nuguri in a 1v2, and Wei with the double kill.
And Xiaohu, he's got his wards everywhere. He's got the protectors, and it's Wei waiting in the wings. He flies on the Phoenix and absolutely smacks down FPX.
The crowd love it, and again, RNG with a very quick early game double kill. We saw this in Game 3, they now have it in Game 4, and the worst part for them right now is that it's up towards that top side, which should be their stronger side.
It has been both kills going to Wei, though. Wei is now 2-0, accelerated towards a chem tank, can be very tanky. He needs to try and set these plays up elsewhere. However, this is just incredibly well played by Xiaohu. Great flash, And at this stage, I think for Nuguri, you honestly probably just completely turn on towards Xiaohu. See if you can burst out the Gragas, but as that passive is rolling through, the Gragas gets too much health, and it means that there's just nothing left. Now, as TN again, you're kind of like, right, lads, we got to go for take 2. Next wave should net Doomby that level 6, and maybe, just maybe off this bounce back, you can make something happen for FPX, but Cryan's doing a great job of trading against Doomby and keeping him honest in this mid lane.
When you keep FPX in a box, when you're able to stop them from making those big rotations, from getting themselves to roam around. We talked about how Doomby, despite being on these, as you say, meta picks with the Orianna, the Ryze, the Victor, he has been able in previous series to get out onto the map, to get down into that bot side, to get up into the top side and create advantages. He hasn't been able to do that this series.
But it's Wei who has. And Wei is now turned around that play. He's now got the Dragon. And this was one of the things that we talked about a lot during the regular split, is how good RNG are at reading the opponent's win condition and just shutting it down. And you can see there, Wei is like, hey, look, I could sit around, but oh!
Oh, Xiaohu. Xiaohu almost got it, and you might be thinking, why did he belly bot backwards? The hitbox is so large, it would have pushed Nuguri back towards the turret. That's how smart that play could have been, but
no mana.
He's no mana. You've only got maybe a Rune Prison, and Wei is there. There is a way back into this, and now Doomby, he's had to been waiting to try and commit to this. Nuguri has to just kind of back away a little bit. The acceleration gate's not there, and it's negated again.
Again, RNG playing around their opponent's win conditions. They need to play through Nuguri. They need to double down with Doomby. But Wei has just been camping this top side, making sure nothing can happen. Cryan was even rotating up, and now
here we go. There's the Realm Warp. The Onslaught of Shadows comes out, and they are looking for Xiaohu, who's getting a fair bit of damage. They're ignoring Wei. That Phoenix stand is a lot to deal with. They will kill off Xiaohu. Wei goes very deep. He will get a trade back of a kill. Can he get out? He's a very fast bear. They're trying to give it over to Doomby. They will be able to get it. That is a shutdown. They do get the 2 kills, but that was dicey.
They got too confident. RNG, you just needed to back away. You had no man on Xiaohu. Cryan was get your advantages mid. You didn't need to commit. Xiaohu, though,
he has got himself the belly bump, but the phase rush is just too good for Doomby. Even without mana, he's able to get himself a Rune Prison, get himself to safety.
But he stopped the back. Now Cryan again. 3 plates going to be able to go across towards Cryan in this mid lane. When you look at the bot side, massive CS advantage opening up as well. So even though RNG are putting all their advantages in towards top side, the lanes are getting advantages elsewhere. And when FPX aren't able to double down on these plays, it's not looking so hot. Now, they do manage to get the 2 kills here, thanks to a nice Onslaught of Shadows from Tien, and Wei going a little bit deep to try and make this play work, but still, RNG, they're keeping FPX in that box you talked about, Penguin, keeping them under control.
They haven't been able to be unleashed. FPX still trying to figure out how they find their advantages as Ming pushes himself up towards this top side. He's just covering for Wei, but Doomby might have to be a little bit careful. Crisp is there. There's the taunt on top of the Rune Prison, and it's actually just a kind of, oh, the Shockwave misses, completely whiffs, and that actually turns around and ends up getting TN going too far forward. Doomby was heading out. The rest of RNG were heading in. They don't get the Rift Herald just yet, but they still get themselves another kill.
This is looking good for RNG, Penguin. An early game lead of 2,000 gold. Rift Herald about to go into their pockets. Gala feeling himself bot side, but doesn't want to fully commit. RNG, they are firmly in control. They are 1 win away from taking it all.
Oh, and there's Ming. It's the Ming movement. It's just Ming things as they get him in with the belly bop, with the knockback, with the haymaker, and Nuguri is in hell. Welcome to the LPL.
You might be a world champion, but we got a few of them around here, and honestly, they're kind of struggling in this series. FPX now, again, suffering on this top side. The Ming VP able to come up towards that top lane and keeping Nuguri down. Now, Gala needs to be safe, but again, the problems with this draft, the problems when you only get your hands on a Galio support is you can't punish Gala left on his own in the bot lane.
And we've mentioned it time and time again throughout this series. Ming has been exceptional, beyond exceptional. Crisp hasn't had the same impact, and it's just not really working out for FPX. They almost feel like they're kind of a man down sometimes because Crisp is trying, but it's just not being set up for success. All these support bans are just crippling them.
And I was genuinely worried when we started to see the Jinxes and the Aphelioses and these immobile AD carries coming into RNG. Because I was like, well, Ming is now stuck in the bottom side of the map. But the fact he's been able to stick towards like the likes of this Tristana means that you actually don't have to hold Ming accountable in this bottom lane. You can play as safe as you want as Tristana, and it gives RNG control of this early game. It allows them to start to get the snowball rolling. They're now 2,000 gold up. We have Dragon in 30 seconds. You can get resets that are about to come through for RNG, and you've already got your first mythic completed on way.
It's a dire straight right now for the side of FPX. They need a flash of brilliance. This could be the man to deliver it. Flashing, crying, trying to get himself away, but the onslaught of shadows is good alongside with Doonby, but it's Crisp who picks up the kill. Now Xiaohu and Nuggery going toe-to-toe. Flash belly bop! Xiaohu! Whoa, that was clean.
I'm sorry, Nuggery. Did someone say that you were looking like the best? No, I got to put you in your place, and now way he's got company with Ming.
No, he's going to have himself a little bit, but Chris wasn't too far away. They might be able to turn this one around. As you can see there, Hecarim was around this vicinity. The objective right now for FPX is to stop these early stacks.
And they will get it. Nuggery has TP.
Oh, will they? Showstopper. There's the TP coming in, though. It's a double TP. It's going to be an all-out brawl as Doonby is dead. LWX flashes, but Gala says, I can flash two. And there's two. There's three. It's going to be four. The RNG are ripping FPX apart.
It's a 4 versus 5, Penguin. This is illegal. This isn't allowed. How do you demolish FPX when you're a man down?
This game has been blown wide open. FPX went for the play at Dragon. Ming goes straight in with the showstopper, recognizing that he had the rest of his team with TPs in tow, and he creates such a pressure point now. They've got bot lane, they've pushed out top. They're going to be able to get so much gold onto this Tristana.
I'll be the first to admit, LPL playoffs and predictions have not been our strong point.
No.
But when we tried to predict coming into today what this was going to look like, we said, right, you know what, Nuggery and Tien, they're the strong point for FPX. They are 1-5 and 0-3. When it came towards team fights, we said pound for pound, FPX are better. We said Gala could not stand up. Gala outplays LWX every single opportunity he gets in this series. And now you are done for. There's another fight!
Are you done for? TPs are going to be committed here. I think FPX, you've stayed too long. You don't belong here. You cannot take these fights. The onslaught of shadows from Tien does nothing. And the ponies in the stables, he will be taken to the glue factory. The Galio is dead as well. Nuggery, where are you going to hide? Where are you going to go? This is LPL. There is no way you can get away from the Blood God. And FPX are just being torn asunder. Nuggery, tick, tick, boom! Gala gets himself another kill. RNG are just wiping the floor with FPX.
The Blood God demands a sacrifice, and it is in gold for RNG. 7,000 gold, and we're not even at the 14-minute mark. This is next level from RNG. This is RNG putting their foot down, and this is your potential MSI representative from the LPL.
And this is why we have double elimination for our top four. RNG got routed, got destroyed, bit the dust, and here they are, 7,000 gold up. In Game 4, one game away from getting themselves a ticket to MSI and getting themselves back atop the throne of LPL.
The Emperor of Spring, Xiaohu, the little tiger, having to move from his nice home in mid lane to top. And everyone doubted him. Everyone said RNG was done. It was another disaster. But here you go. In that 2v3, it's a great engage coming through from Ming, the TP coming in from Xiaohu, and again it's RNG. They're just out moving on the map, using TPs. Look at where LWX is positioned. You don't take these fights, you just lost the 4 versus 5, like literally 20 seconds before this.
Oh no, the panic buttons are being hit right now as FPX try and find something. Ming was reeling himself up for maybe a little bit of a flash engage. decided against it, and FPX, I don't know what to tell you, guys. You need a miracle. You need a throw. You need something to go your way. That's something, and that's one little small thing. They need about 20 more of those.
Yeah, but maybe not with the tower going down in the meantime as well, because that's the mid lane. Now they're looking for a bit more, though.
They are. Cryin gets caught out. Shockwave on the 3, but it's not enough to keep him alive. 2 quick kills. FPX, they're trying to get the gold back in their pockets.
Rift Herald has just spawned as well. They might actually be able to nab that one for themselves. So at least it's something, but Wei is here. Wei is playing protection, but look at that gold on the left-hand side. 7 or nearly 8,000 gold for Gala already. And the next closest member is Doomby, and he's barely touching 7th K.
One thing LPL has taught me over the year or so, split I should say, I've been casting
means nothing.
As, yeah. Gold means nothing. All the statistics are wrong, and whoever wins, wins. So it is not over until the Nexus explodes. Oh, he's trying to go for a flank. Thank you so much for that picture-in-picture replay. It just shows you how he gets caught, and this is good for FPX. This is how you try and get back into this game, because you're slowing down the pace. The momentum is slowed down. Yes, you are in a gigantic hole. Do not get it twisted. But it is still something.
Dragon, 13 seconds away. RNG fully in control. Flashes and cleanse on Gala.
He has no mana.
This guy has got Kraken Slayer and Phantom Dancer. Once again, he's in prime position to be the carry. Wasn't able to quite do it in game number 1. He gets a second chance here.
Look at Ming. Ming circling around the back of this pit. He knows his job is to get the squishiest person. Wei's got the inside track. They have to go for this dragon. There's the explosive cast. Tien was not hit. Everfrost has been used as well. I don't think you can go for this. Tien goes for the smite, but he can't get it. And that's going to mean the go sign. The trigger has been pulled. You cannot protect Nuguri anymore. They go in with all their team fight assets. But Chris, yes, you got a very, very nice ultimate, but there's nothing there for you. Now, Doonby, you have to be the machine gun. You have to be the guy to carry this. But it's not your day. It's RNG's. And RNG clean up house.
It's RNG all day, every day today, as they are pummeling through FPX. Gala now on this bottom side, pushing in towards these towers. The Rift Tower was popped in mid. That inhibitor turret's already low. This is power galore to RNG.
10,000 gold. Soul point. And a hell of a lot of momentum behind you. RNG are one team fight away from cementing themselves as the LPL Spring 2021 champions and the representative for LPL at MSI.
Bow down, Nuguri. Know when you have been bested. Gala picks up another kill in this bottom lane. 6-0 for Gala. 6 towers stand in the way, and there's nothing to stop RNG. They are masters of their fate here today. They are the ones that want to make sure they take back their rightful throne.
Feels like it's written. Feels like this is the way this game goes. You've got level leads, you've got gold leads, you've got item leads, everything's a lead. FPX, you need a miracle. There is no short. It's not even a mistake. It's a miracle right now, and I just don't think it's going to happen.
How do you even go about it, right? You've got 3 minutes until the next dragon. RNG are free to just use the fact that Gala is huge to start sieging on towards these turrets. They push in mid, they rotate top, they take the last outer turret you have left, and then they can fall back to Baron, which hasn't even spawned yet. They can fall back to Dragon.
God, you're right.
This is such a massive, massive lead for RNG, and it's not even one pick. It's oh no.
Oh, LWX, fancy feet, but he gets hit by the explosive cast, and you got nowhere else to go, buddy. Xiaohu getting his 5th kill on this AP Gragas, and I like this from FPX. They try to go for something, but when one thing goes their way, another thing goes out the window.
This is done. This is over. This is RNG taking everything back. This is their road to not only LPL success, international success, as they look to take on the best the world has to offer at MSI. This is a statement series from RNG.
Everyone had written them off. The narrative was Nuguri against Damwon Kia. That was the narrative. That's what people wanted to see. The World Championship top laner who was sent to sent to LPL was going to have a chance of, facing against his old teammates. Not today. They did not count out or count in RNG's just pure, fantastical team fights. And again, he doesn't give the flashiest plays, but Ming has been insane this series. Ming is honest, regardless of whoever gets it, he's my finals MVP because he's just created everything for RNG that has gone well.
He's been absolutely insane. Setting up this bot lane play, working with Wei, keeping Xiaohu safe, getting the ball rolling for RNG. TP from Xiaohu.
Oh, this could be it. Flash forward. It's not going to be enough to stop Xiaohu. And they find LWX again. The big man goes golden. And it's a fight separated. You don't have your players. You don't have anywhere to go. The shockwave. Everything used. This could be it, Dagda.
They don't need Baron. They don't need Dragon Soul. They are staring down the barrel. They are putting themselves at the forefront onto the world stage.
Form is temporary, but class is permanent. RNG will take down the Phoenix. What is a legend to a king? And what is a king to a god? RNG are your spring 2021 LPL champions.
RNG, the old gods return with a familiar name. A new set of faces, new places where they call home. But this is the giants we know and love in the LPL.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. RNG back on top. And what a way to do it. What a way to do it. Congratulations, Royal Never Give Up. Your 2021 Spring Champions and your representative for LPL at MSI.
And you can see Tabe rushing to the stage as they lift the Silver Dragon Cup. A moment that's been a long time coming for RNG.
Okay. And we're going to send it over to Wendy, who's going to be taking us through the closing ceremony.
A gorgeous performance. I believe this moment, you are waiting for this for so long. And I believe all the regrets will disappear. All the suspensions will not be regretful. It will be the best day for you guys. You guys made full preparations. You just proved the meaning of your name, Royal Never Give Up. And today in Wuhan, in this arena, let us shout out the name for this Spring Championship. RNG. Definitely, the victory belongs to you guys. And I believe our protagonists on the stage, you must have so many words you want to share to us. And Poppy, our coach teams, see all the members have gorgeous performance. Do you have any words to all of them? You guys really have a hard time, but all the efforts deserves. And now crying. Have a super good performance. Through this whole journey, there's so many fans keep supporting you. So do you have any words to all the fans? Thank you for your support. And the following matchups, definitely we will keep working harder and show you an even better performance. And now Wei. This is your first player that joined in RNG. And once you joined RNG, you were able to lift that trophy. So could you share more about your feelings? Thank you for your support. And in the future, I want to have an even better result. And now, Xiaohu. This is your third championship for the Spring Split. But it's the first one that you were able to get that champion as a top laner from RNG. So is this what does it mean to you? The last time I were able to get the victory is in 2018, a few years ago. So I feel really happy that I was able to get that win as a veteran. And today, we can see the golden rings. And do you enjoy play as a top laner more or as a mid laner? I enjoy the games for both. And thank you for the sharing. And also Gala. Thank you for your cheering. And I believe you have a gorgeous performance. This is your first LPL title. So what it means to you? I feel super excited of getting the championship, and I want to have more in the future. And this is a very good start. I hope you can work harder and harder in the future. And then Ming. To be honest, last year is not a very smooth year for you guys. But what makes you become so strong and to have such a good result for this split? I think we don't have much pressure, and we just play normally. That's the reason for us to have a very good performance. And thank you for the sharing. And Toby, the coach. Looking back towards the last year, I believe you have a huge pressure on your shoulder. So do you feel relieved after getting this sprint championship? Yeah, definitely. And do you have any words you want to say to all the members? I really appreciate their practice day and day. And we have so many starting on the band peak. It's a hard journey, so I really would like to appreciate all the efforts put in by the teammates. And let's give another round of applause to all the coach teams. I believe this victory belongs to all the backstage staff from the RNG. And Xiaobai, you joined in RNG together with Wei and Crying, and now you guys were able to grab the champion. How do you feel? I feel so happy, and I hope we can have an even better result in the future. Thank you. And now Lele, you are the rookie player that joined in RNG for this split. So how do you feel? I feel so happy for them. And all of them put in really hard effort. I feel RNG is the best. I believe your journey as a rookie is just a start. And I hope this victory can motivate you to have an even better performance in the future. And let's give a round of applause to all our sub players as well. And next, let us welcome co-CEO of TJ Sports, Mr. Lin Song, to the stage to deliver our championship gold medals to RNG. Welcome. All the efforts are delivered. And now it's the time to enjoy the victory, to enjoy this medal, to enjoy this reputation. And Mr. Lin, please stand by. And next up, let us release tonight's finals MVP. Summoners in the stadium, please give me the name of your FMVP. I know many of you will have your own answers, but for every single one of our players have been excellent. And who is going to be our FMVP? Let's take a look at the screen. Congratulations, Gala! You got the 2021 Spring Final FMVP. And please welcome co-CEO of TJ Sports, Mr. Jin Yibo, to the stage to deliver our FMVP Cup, please. Gala, your performance is super gorgeous, and you got the pentakill. You deliver this reputation. And now please folks look ahead and have your picture taken together for this honorable moment. Thanks to both our special guests. Please take your seats and have a break. And next, let's have a short interview with Scala. So, have you expected you're able to get that FMVP? To be honest, after the game I thought this, but before the game I didn't expect I would be the FMVP. And now, please give a round of applause to Gala again, our FMVP player. And you can feel the enthusiasm and support from all the fans. And the old guard with the new look arrives, and the sword rises to the sky. Next, please welcome our coaches and players. We will crown our new champions together. As a traditional destiny, RNG has twice claimed the LPL Spring Championship, but you remain hungry. They welcome change. They never stop exploring, all to remain a top team. And now reclaiming to the peak in amazing speed. This spring split, this new RNG has brought us too many surprises to all of us. Finally, in Wuhan, we're able to see the golden ring belongs to RNG. Let us once again use our applause and our voices to congratulate RNG. Their third champion in spring, taking the throne back once more. Congratulations on becoming our 2021 LPL Spring Championship. Congratulate again. And now the mid-season invitational will begin on May 6th. The best teams from every region will fight on the same stage. And to grab the chance to secure an extra slot in the 2021 World Championships. Coming up next, let us begin the 2021 MSI send-off ceremony through a short video.
所以它到底是传说的终结，还是传说的延续？
两个传说在这个22的时候制了出来，我都要说了，恭喜伊利军拿到 MSI 的冠军，总冠军，恭喜长城中国队总冠军。
好，这场对决非常的精彩啊，也是算是现在榜首的一个大战啊。
一波！我们恭喜 RNG 在 LPL 在上海的赛场拿下了 SKT。
这边是点燃中单卢锡安，即便在世界范围内都是很少有登场的。这边要单杀了吗？
完成成就，完成 Faker，
恭喜 W！
很多观众的愿望实现了 ，W 现在在 MSI 的舞台上实现了和 SKT 的主动握手。好，不多说了，比赛开始，双方的第4局较量 ，RNG 的赛点局。
一会儿他是干出来其实很
太到了，
然后帮忙把对方的一个输出给顶走，但是这个点燃他让第一个大招反身用大招走，U三这边交闪现往后面拉，U三没有死，哇，这天秀了，点燃狙击3-1，恭喜RNG！我们跟海中这句话吧，我们是冠军。有到上一期小组 IG 对阵 SKT， 这大家期待很久的这场比赛。
这个话 ，Perk 几乎是在他们的肚子里面开了一个大招，但这波我觉得 IG 是可以收了。这波 IG 再打下去没有太大好处，但是我等下不这么认为，等下还要救飞回老爷，他的孙武二段居然回到了原来位置。
等一下，机会先 A
16分钟，这可能是 MSI 历史上最短的一场比赛，16分钟不到 ，IG 永不加班。
represent the LPL to take on the 2021 Mid-Season Invitational. The road ahead is fraught with danger, as every team represents the best of the best from each region, each shouldering the weight of their region's pride. But I believe that the strong faith and the determined will can overcome any obstacles. In this moment, every LPL fan has the same wish in our hearts. Let us give our loudest applause to RNG when they reach the battlefield of MSI and use the spirit of never give up in the first international stage of League of Legends esports new decades. The Royal Swallows will carve the new paths for LPL. May you build upon the glory of LPL. And for now, the 2021 LPL Spring Finals has concluded. May the future hold even more excitement. And dear Summoners, see you on the Rift.
Thank you very much, Wendy. Welcome back to the Analyst Desk, everyone. And congratulations to RNG, our 2021 Spring Champions. The Emperor of Spring is back once more. Xiaohu roll swaps to the top lane and in his very first split wins a championship for himself. That is an unbelievable accolade to have in his trophy cabinet, Frosk. Like that, what a statement to make moving into a new role.
Yeah, now RNG also hold the record for most titles in spring, so truly spring kings at this point with triple title. As far as Xiaohu's concerned, we say it all the time, and it's just unfortunate because majority of the audience right now will be kind of like first-time viewers tuning in to see the finals. But Xiaohu has always been such a monster domestically, respected very well for his mid lane, but just never showed up internationally. And now we'll see if this redemption arc kind of continues for him, role swapping into the top lane, picking up a title, leading a team, and if he's finally going to have a good international performance, because he got bodied pretty hard by Nuguri today, and I just don't want RNG to fall into a trap where now there's all of these expectations and we see another international blunder from Xiaohu.
Yeah, that'll be one of the big questions. Sorry, go on.
I feel like the cool thing about this too is now Xiaohu has moved up to having the second most LPL championships. He's only under Clearlove now, so you know Xiaohu cementing himself as one of the greats, because going back to that international performance talk, right? It's Western fans haven't gotten to see that Xiaohu that longtime people who have followed the LPL and casted it like Frosk know, because he's always been a beast in the season. And again, it's his time to show it once again, but gonna be in a new role. And I feel like the talent pool at MSI though, I'm actually not scared for Xiaohu at all.
I mean, I hope so. I do think the top lane is like pretty stacked in LPL, far more than some of the other regions that we'll be attending. Kind of my final note on Xiaohu and just like a celebration of him is that when people think about RNG or Starhorn World Club, most of the time they do think about Uzi, and I think it does come from that international spotlight and kind of the shadow that he's cast over the rest of the LPL and the rest of those players. But when RNG kind of rebranded and rebuilt themselves from Starhorn World Club, Xiaohu was their crowning jewel. There were so many moments when they didn't have Uzi to rely on, you know, either taking extended breaks or taking a step back from the roster, or now as Gala is the acting AD carry and now finals MVP, Xiaohu has always been there. So as we kind of again are turning this page where we're getting more longevity of some of these other stars, not the Clearloves, not the Uzis, it's time for guys like Xiaohu and Ming to finally get the recognition for how long they've been around, and just as you're saying, Lyric, become legends in their own right.
Yeah, and let's turn the conversation towards that bottom lane as well, because across the course of this series, I think it's very fair to say Gala had an evolution comparatively, not only just to his playoffs performance, but to his performance this entire split. Felt like Gala was a different player on the server today. And also Ming. Ming had maybe the best series of his career, honestly. He had so many highlight moments across the course of this on Lyric. I mean, it felt like this was more than just a big series for this bottom lane. This felt like a defining moment in their careers.
Yeah, it's crazy for Gala, thinking back to he had the standout performance when he was on Sino Dragon. They rebranded DMO, wasn't really a standout, and has just slowly improved over the course of this split. And again, I think playoffs especially has been a standout. But Ming's the one I really want to highlight, because this series was like that meme of, you know, Chris was playing checkers while Ming was playing chess, because the movements he was making on the map were so crisp, again, preventing that dive in the third game with this Nautilus hook, the engages he was finding in that last game with his set. I remember the big showstopper onto 3 people and then pulls them all in with the E as well. So I think this was a very big moment for Crisp. A bit sad I didn't get MVP, but I definitely think there is an argument for both bot laners because they just stepped up and carried this series.
Yeah, it was truly a bot lane gap. RNG's bot lane stepped up massive today. I thought that LWX and Chris were going to be the stronger bot lane. I had to eat my words here as Ming and Gala absolutely styled, just smurfed on these kids. Now, that said, when someone makes a mistake, I think it should be called out. You know, it wasn't just an outplay, but when someone throws, someone does have to catch. And not only did Gala and Ming catch, they just spiked that ball directly back on LWX and Chris' face.
Yeah, I think across the whole of FPX, somewhat disappointing series for them today. But we can continue this conversation in just a little bit. First, I'm going to pass it back over to Wendy as we have our finals interview. So over to you on the stage, Wendy. Let's have a chat with some players.
Hi everyone, welcome to the interview. And here I have our best top laner and our best bot laner, Xiaohu and Gala with us. So congratulations on today's win. And Xiaohu, this is your first split that you have changed to the top laner, and you have just got the spring split victory. So how do you feel, and how would you evaluate the whole split personally and also for the whole team? 那首先恭喜你们非常漂亮拿下比赛嘛，而且这也是你转上单以后第一次参加比赛，而且第一次就是拿到了春决的冠军。然后所以想问一下，你怎么评价你们整个赛季的一个表现呢？就你个人而言，还有包括说你们整体 RNG 的表现。
因为这赛季其实我们队伍也是换了很多人员嘛，包括中路、中野换了，然后我也去转了上路嘛。然后从我个人而言的话，转上路对我来说是一个很大的挑战吧。因为虽然我打职业打了6年嘛，但是去上路对我来说还是从零开始。然后在这短短的一个赛季里就可以夺冠，并且去 MI 赛，说实话，现在回顾一下还是挺梦幻的。然后上单这条路我应该还是有很多需要进步的地方，对，还是需要继续走下去的。
I feel for the whole split, we really have so many parts changes. Like we have the roster changes for the mid jungle, and also I have changed to the top laner. So there's so many obstacles for the split, but definitely we were able. I'm so happy, and definitely I didn't expect we were able to have such a good performance for the split. And as a top laner, I believe I still have so many parts that I need to work on with, but still I'm quite happy of the whole journey. And also Gala, it feels like for today's game, you got the FMVP, you got the Pentakill, you got everything. So how do you feel, and what makes you so strong? Because for this split, to be honest, we feel like RNG is not a bot-focused team. 那首先问一下 Gala， 你今天是拿到了 FMP， 拿到了5杀，拿到了冠军，拿到了所有的一切。然后所以想问一下，你觉得能让你打得这么强势的点是什么呢？因为感觉其实你们这个赛季并不是一个主打下路的队伍。
就是不管我们赢了输了嘛，然后我们都是联动配合什么的都是做的挺好的，然后也就是也一直看位置玩嘛，所以就大家玩的都挺好的。
So no matter for the result of the games, we try to have a very good synergy and play like a whole. That's the reason for us to have a very good performance, I believe. And also, Xiaohu, for today's game, you have the matchup with Noguri, the player that can be quite dominant in the top lane. So could you share more about the preparations for the matchup against Noguri? 那其实说到今天也是很大家关注的一个重点，也是你们的上路对决。那面对牛宝，也是一个就打法比较凶悍的一个选手，那你们有做什么特别的针对和准备呢？
绿茵其实包括我们第一次打FunPlus被他们3比0，还有现在这个决赛，就是我们准备的 BP 一开始都是上野互相碰撞的，然后但是今天确实也出现了很多意外，包括第2盘我前面很早就0杠4，就是我的整个职业生涯里没有这么惨过，当时就挺懵的吧，不过还好那个后面赢了，对。
To be honest, for the ban pick phase, we try to have the draft that we can have so many skirmishes for the very early game, especially on the top and jungle. And to be honest, there's some unexpected things happen. Like in the game 2, I started with a 0-4. I believe that's the worst record in my whole experience, but definitely I feel we are very lucky that we were able to get that win. And also Gala, I want to talk more about the short calls in the RNG, because in the previous match check we feels like the rookie player, he made so many short calls for the macro in the late game. So could you share more about the short calls and who's the one that usually to make the decisions? 那下一个问题想问一下 Gala， 其实我们感觉到就是 RNG 永远在好像最近做指挥的方面都是做的特别的果断，然后特别的巧妙，然后所以想问一下，一般来讲队内现在谁会是中后期的一个指挥位呢？因为我们感觉之前好像也有麦克风里威好像也承担了比较多指挥的部分。
我这拿吧。
我来拿。
主要就是后期的话，主要就是小虎和维和明吧，然后我们双 C 基本都是听他们的。
So normally Xiaohu Wei together with me, the three of them usually do the short calls, and Crane and I will just follow them to focus our operation and also mechanics. And my next question for Xiaohu. This time for MSI, you are going to face another top laners that from different regions. So any expectations and to have the confidence to win the MSI? 那其实你到了 MSI 也要去面对很多来自各个赛区非常强大的选手，特别是上单选手。那有没有信心赢下 MSI？ 对接下来的 MSI 之旅有什么样的一个期待？
其实对于这次 MSI 之行，我还是比较有信心的，因为我觉得在这个世界上应该没有比牛宝对线压制力就是还要凶的人了。然后只要我们 RNG 结束对线期，然后结束了对线期，我们就是一支训练有素的军队。
I'm quite confident for the MSI because I believe Noguri is the strongest and the most dominant top laner player in the whole world. So I believe if we can just have a very good laning phase, we will have enough confidence to grab the win for the whole game. And also Gala, this is your first international tournament, so any expectations for that? Because so many people are looking forward for your performance in the MSI. 那这也是你第一次代表 LPL 来出征世界大赛，有很多人都对你们的表现充满着期待，来说一下有什么样的一个想法吧。
然后我就只跟 LPL 的下路交手过嘛，然后就希望在国际就是比赛上就多跟一下其他赛区的选手打一下。
Because till now I have only played with the LPL bot duels, so I hope like in the MSI I can have some matchups with the bot duels from other regions. And best of luck for the MSI, and you guys just show us an amazing best of 5. 那再次的恭喜你们，也希望你们的 MSI 之旅加油。And back to you guys, bye bye.
Thank you very much, Wendy. As always, who's done an amazing job today, considering how much translation was required with the opening ceremony and everything. So shout out to you, Wendy.